Good evening and welcome to Berkeley, California, where it is time for some Pac-12 women's hoops. It's the first ever meeting between the 23rd ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs and the California Golden Bears. What a treat to be here. Welcome inside of Haas Pavilion. She's Mary Murphy. I'm Kylan Mills. The Zags coming off their biggest win in program history over third-ranked Stanford. Cal coming off a solid win over St. Mary's. But this Gonzaga team can score in so many different ways. What are you looking for from the Golden Bears tonight?
Well, I just think this is going to be a great matchup. To have never played, that was a surprise. But this Gonzaga team beat number 3 Stanford handily. They were outstanding. Standing room only crowd. Can they keep it going? Cal really looking for an opportunity to beat a ranked team. This game is just what the preseason is all about.
This Cal offense has been bolstered this season by Tennessee transfer Marta Suarez. What do you like about her game?
I love everything about her game, and as you watch these highlights roll, you're going to see why. She is just the epitome of versatile. At 6'3", the junior out of Spain by way of Tennessee does it all. From distance, she can put it on the floor. She can power from the outside. Career high 27 points, 5 of 9 from 3 in the big win at Auburn. She does it all. She has been a huge and very valuable addition to the Cal Bears.
The Golden Bears are going to have to watch out for forward Yvonne Ejim, just coming off a monster game against Stanford.
Absolutely monster. You look at the numbers, 6'1" senior out of Calgary. She is off to a fantastic start. You think about the numbers in a bigger picture, shooting close to 68% from the floor, 90% from the free throw line, and she gets there a lot. Low post, mid-range, and her assist to turnover for a big is great as well.
Egypt looking to help Gonzaga to their second straight win over a Pac-12 opponent. Cal looking to keep the good times rolling and improve to 8-1 on the season. The first ever meeting between Gonzaga and Cal coming up. Tip-off and lineups ahead on the other side. Pac-12 women's basketball is brought to you by Clean Simple Eats, elevating life through food and fitness. And by MGM Rewards. Earn points on every game-winning celebration. Visit mgmrewards.com for details. And by Las Vegas, the greatest arena on earth. Welcome to beautiful Berkeley, California, where it is time for a non-conference battle between the 23rd ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs and the California Golden Bears. Look at the starting lineup for both sides. Gonzaga rolling out the same starters as they did against Stanford. If it's not broke, don't fix it. California, one change to note. You'll see that Michelle Onya is starting in place of Isla Lane down low. What's the key for Onya to get off to a good start?
Well, the key for her life at Cal is stay out of foul trouble. And if she does that, it is a huge plus for Cal. This will be her 5th start. So she's been in and out of the starting lineup.
Michelle Onya averaging 7.5 points, 8 rebounds per game, leading her team. Here's a look at Lisa Fortier in her 10th season leading the Gonzaga Bulldogs. A 5-time West Coast Conference Coach of the Year. Was also a Naismith Coach of the Year candidate last season after leading the Zags to their 18th West Coast Conference regular season title and 14th NCAA tournament appearance. Just has done an excellent job and just led the Zags to their biggest and highest ranked win in program history over Stanford. Head coach Sharman Smith in her 5th season leading the California Golden Bears. Off to a little bit of a tough start. Came in just before COVID hit, dealt with a myriad of injuries, but has done an excellent job working to build the foundation of success for this program. Also has championed diversity and equity in the sport of basketball. Awesome to see her continuing to make an impact here at California after previously being on staff for about a decade. Just a couple moments from tip-off the first ever meeting. It's rare that you talk about a matchup like this, especially two West Coast schools that have never met before, but this is the first time.
Stanford and Gonzaga have played, it feels like forever, sometimes twice a year, but the first time for these two. It's great to see the matchup.
California getting the first possession. Leilani McIntosh running the point. 2 excellent maestros running both offenses in this game today. McIntosh, Suarez fires from deep, short. Rebound bouncing around, and it's Kaylee Trong who reels it in.
Nice option they like. Suarez on the pick and pop. They like her on the pick and roll. Nice block.
Egypt denied. Martine pushing in transition. Martine lays it off to Williams. First bucket of the game for Cal.
Williams, the transfer from Gonzaga, gets the first bucket for Cal.
Ain't it poetic? Michaela Williams just transferring in from Gonzaga. This game certainly meaning a lot to her. She's been excellent as well for the Golden Bears as a three drops in. Brenna Maxwell getting it going from beyond the arc.
Maxwell, simply one of the best shooters in the country. The release just so quick. You've got to get there on the catch.
Maxwell shooting nearly 39% from beyond the arc. Now here's McIntosh. Over the top, finds Onya. Just rattles out. Tries to bring in the O-board, out of play, Gonzaga basketball.
For Onya, she's got great hands, but it's always been about the finish. Pass inside, come across in the help, and it's like a volleyball block. Martine with the dish and the finish by Williams.
Zag's already looking to push. Pass barely gets out to Maxwell. Little fake. Corner three for Trong, no. She gets it back. Trong on the drive. Just inside the arc, won't fall. O-board, though, for Gonzaga. Egypt reels it in. Another O-board. Third time's a charm, but no.
Suffice to say, Cal cannot have possessions like that because the Zags will ultimately make you pay.
McIntosh on the drive. Nifty move. Kicks it back out. Suarez to Onya. Up and in.
Boy, to have a big that can put it on the floor and just bend that defense and create that dish off, so important.
Marta Suarez, so versatile for this Cal team. Now there's Ejim inside. No. Ejim and Onya battling it out as that one goes out of play.
They're going to get Onya with the foul. You can see the help. Pinch, dish it, finish it. And that is not a foul that Charmin Smith wanted to see as you're falling out of bounds trying to save a ball.
Gonzaga will get another chance. Baseline play, bouncer to Ejim, she gets it.
Yeah, she's not going to miss many when you're shooting close to 70% from the floor.
Ejim outstanding, 27 points in that game against Stanford, 12 boards to boot. Almost a steal. That one bounces out of play. Cal will get another chance.
When you're trying to get the big upset, one thing you have to do is take great care of the ball. Get good looks at the basket.
Martine, handoff. Martine again. Thought about it. Over the top to Onya. Onya up strong, but no. Ball out of play, and it will go to Gonzaga.
It's important for Onya to just get confidence in that move. Everything was great with that execution of the play, just not the finish.
Onya now 1 for 3 on the game. Also with a board and a block. Not a bad start here. She has just one foul. Trong finds Kaylin Trong.
They are a dynamic pair of twins.
Ejim on the elbow. On the drive, Ejim, a strong take to the basket.
Yeah, her ability to take you, pull you out, and put it on the floor and attack the bucket. That's how she gets to the foul line so much.
Ejim and Ann Myers-Drysdale, National Player of the Week. Martine from 3, no. Leilani McIntosh comes up with the ball. Suarez for 3, got it.
She can do so many things and has just really changed this post approach for Cal this season.
Suarez shooting just about 35% from beyond the arc this season. Ejim. Trong. On the drive, trying to go up. She is fouled.
Ejim puts it on the floor, attacks the bucket, and that is a tough take over Onya. The steal by McIntosh. Coming back into play, Suarez. Bottoms up on the 3.
Now Kaylee Trong goes to the line, shooting 44% from the floor on the season, more than 39% from 3, nearly 87% from the free throw line. These twins are just incredible, both of their numbers. How do you shut down 2 of them?
And they don't make many mistakes. Their assist-to-turnover ratios are just, you know, as good as it gets. They spread the floor, they can knock down threes.
That one won't fall, though. This Gonzaga team, though, in general, just excellent. For example, 20 assists, just 7 turnovers against Stanford.
That's the recipe for an upset, isn't it?
McIntosh is fouled beyond the arc. She'll go to the line for 3.
So much respect for McIntosh. You can see the contest and a little bit of contact on that right hand. Doesn't go in, but the opportunity at the free throw line for McIntosh.
McIntosh has just continued to evolve, now shooting nearly 42% from 3 on the season. It's something Coach Smith has talked about. She continues to get better and to be more confident. One thing that Coach Smith has mentioned is that it's been a little bit of an adjustment for Leilani McIntosh to realize now it's her name that's on the top of a scouting report. Defenses are now headhunting her, but it seems like she's still finding ways to get it done.
Yeah, she's a perfect example of what you want from a college athlete. You come as a freshman and here's your baseline. She was a 30% three-point shooter when she came in, but she has worked so hard on her game, on her conditioning, on her shooting, on her ball handling, and what you see now is just a work of art after all that hard work.
Cal now with a 2-point lead. And there's a forced turnover. Good defensive stand there for Cal.
Martine's shots have not been falling, but defensively, she is really putting in good work for this team.
Martine also helping dish it out, coming off a career-high 7 assists in their win against St. Mary's last game, still finding ways to impact the game. McIntosh pulls up, rattles out. Zags with the board. Pushing, Trong. Into the game here is Hybins.
Boy, did she have a game against Stanford.
Maxwell fires, too strong. Martine with the rebound, Lane now in the game as well. McIntosh to Lane. Lane puts it up and in.
That is a tough pass that catches what's important, and then just take your time with the finish. Well done by Lane. Really starting to get healthy and getting a feel for the ball game.
Keep an eye on Isla Lane, the UCSB transfer, 3-time All-West Coast Conference selection, coming off a season-high 15 points in that St. Mary's game.
Yeah, getting healthy at the right time.
Ejim goes up strong, no. There's Lane with the board. Pushing here is Williams. Gets it over to Martine. Extra pass. Suarez on the drive, she's fouled.
What a beautiful job by Williams. Transition wasn't there, spread the floor, work the ball, find an opening.
Cal substitutes making a difference as Isla Lane puts up in her first bucket. McIntosh to Lane, the 1-2 punch, 12-8, Cal on top. Fans celebrating International Night here inside of Haas Pavilion. The Golden Bears, after the under 5-minute media timeout, leading the 23rd ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs 12-8. The Zags shooting just 27% from the floor, 25% from beyond the arc. But Mary, what's been working well for the California defense so far?
Well, defensively, I think they're playing Ejim extremely well. They're being physical without fouling her, and they're just not letting her get some good, easy looks. Offensively, taking care of the basketball. No turnovers, come down and get good looks at the bucket.
Out here off the baseline, Martine drives. Williams. McIntosh, got it!
Cal playing with a lot of confidence.
Lonnie McIntosh now leads the Golden Bears with 6, a trio of free throws and a triple to boot.
Well, 5 players have scored for Cal.
Hybins weighing her options. Trong on the baseline, little fake. Trong from 3, won't go. Suarez the board, and she's gonna push. Suarez to the basket, out to Williams from the corner, no. Ball bouncing around, Zag's able to come up with it, now here comes Trong.
It's a Zag team that wants to push tempo.
Trong to Trong, the connection.
Want to play with pace, they'll pull up and take that 3, and they've got some dynamic shooters.
Cal head coach Sharman Smith mentioned transition defense would be the most important thing for the Golden Bears in this matchup.
The second thing she mentioned was finding shooters.
And also getting those shots to fall going to be key for the Golden Bears. Been a little bit of a slow start to the season. Here's Suarez, thought about it. Nice fake, drive to the basket, won't get it, but she draws the foul.
McIntosh, kick out, beautiful ball movement. Make the defense just chase around trying to find you. And then Trong from her sister. That's too easy. You can't run into the paint. You've got to find shooters in transition.
Suarez now at the line.
What a season, what an addition. We talked about her in the Open, but we've seen already the difference she makes. Her physicality on defense, her ability to hit inside and outside offensively.
Battling for the rebounds here. Suarez just so versatile. Baseline drive over lane, no. Goes out of play. Last touch by Cal, the call.
Tough take by Stokes. Get another chance at it.
Redshirt sophomore, Callie Stokes into the game. Was named to the All-West Coast freshman team a season ago. Trong. From three, no. Hollingsworth took a chance, but there's the O-board once again for the Zags. Shot clock at 9. Trong from three. Won't get it. O-board, though, brought down by the Zags once again. Stokes came up with it. This shot won't fall this time. Last touch by Gonzaga.
Boy, the offensive rebounds have not hurt Cal, but there certainly have been a lot of them already. 5 O-boards by the Zags.
McIntosh now facing a little bit of full court pressure here from Stokes.
You saw some of that against St. Mary's the last week.
McIntosh to Suarez, extra pass. Williams. Back out to McIntosh. Martin. On the screen. Shot clock at 5. Shot won't fall. Suarez the O-board. Zags, though, able to fight and battle it away. Here's Trong pushing.
She got the Trong, her sister got the steal and the put away.
Oh, what a pass up to Hybens.
All she had to do was put it in.
Cal, lane, no. Trong going the other way for the Zags, pushing again. Shot from 3 for Hollingsworth won't fall. Bounces out of play.
That should feel similar to Cal for playing Utah, because this is Utah's game as well. It's just quick passes. Beautiful job finding the mismatch inside, led her right to the basket. And Hybens out in the Netherlands.
After those last couple possessions, the Zags are now with 7 offensive rebounds. Boxing out, something that Coach Smith also has been impressing upon her team all season. She was happy with the effort against St. Mary's. Need to keep that up here this evening. McIntosh calling out a set. McIntosh to Twydale. Twydale on the drive, no. Lulu Twydale coming off a fantastic effort. 13 points, her career high in that St. Mary's game. Inside pass to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth on the dribble. Oh, what a play by Kemery Martin.
Well, they're looking to post her up, and just a beautiful job. Patience, patience. Go find the ball. It's well done by Kemery Martin.
Kemery Martin, you talk about the shots not falling, finding other ways to impact the game. You pointed out earlier, solid defensively, another strong defensive effort. What is it going to take for her to try to start to get the shooting to come around as well?
Just keep shooting.
It sounds so easy.
Shooters need to shoot.
Inbounds play here, Hollingsworth.
It's a big call right here. And they're going to give it to Onya.
Foul called on the baseline inbounds play.
She was wrestling with Ejim, and they give it to Onya for just kind of making contact and holding her down with the armbar.
Onya now with 2. And there's another foul called as Martin is on the ground over there trying to shut down Kaylee Trong.
Slow getting up.
Martin hopping a little bit, looking like she's trying to avoid pressure on that left foot. Kemery Martin is being helped off the floor now. Kemery Martin walking off.
Just a little bit of a slip there at the end.
Williams back in, now here's Trong. Little,
That's a travel.
Pulls up and travels.
Boy, Cal has certainly had their share of injuries, especially at the guard spot.
Cal cannot afford another injury. Mia Mastrove out right now dealing with an ankle injury, and then Ioana Kermili,
great scorer.
Excellent scorer, been dealing with a meniscus injury. Coach is hoping she'll be back soon, but doesn't want her to push it. They need her for Pac-12 play, and that's got to be the focus.
Audia Longarita as well. Expect so much from her.
Suarez with a strong drive on Ejim, draws the foul.
Suarez is a tough check. That's a physical move. Egypt's just trying to battle every step.
Suarez with 4 points, 1 for 2 from the floor. She'll go to the line.
Puts it on the floor. A little bit of a push off there, but the contact on the block attempt by Ejim. Her first personal foul.
Aside from Ioana Kermili, who was averaging 15 points after getting injured following 3 games, Suarez leading this Golden Bears team in scoring, 14.5 points per game as she knocks that one down from the charity strike.
I think that number can go up.
Ejim on the drive. Oh, nice little pass. Can't get that one to fall. Zags trying to reel in another offensive rebound. It's out of play though, so they'll keep it.
And Lane is holding her nose.
Oh no, not what the Golden Bears want to see. Isla Lane holding her nose, walking towards the bench.
Trainer's already in the locker room with Kemry Martin. Here's the drive. And that left hand wrist comes down right on her nose. I don't know if you've ever had that happen, but oh my goodness.
Sometimes it can just make your eyes water up, and it takes a minute to catch your breath. She's now getting checked out by the training staff over there, wiping up her nose. That doesn't feel good. Certainly would hate to see Isla Lane go down with any type of injury after she had to work back into the season, just dealt with a little bit of wear and tear before finally getting to a point where she's healthy. And now Coach Smith feels like just has to refine the conditioning a little bit so they can keep her on the floor a little bit more. What type of impact do you see this young woman having throughout the season on this Golden Bears team?
Well, she's got size, she's efficient when she's on the floor, and she's just trying to get up to speed, because when you can't play and you can't practice with a new group, you know, you get behind a little bit.
This California team with quite a few new faces as well. 6 newcomers on the roster this year. A couple of transfers. We talked about Marta Suarez, Michaela Williams. No foul is the final call after the official review. Lane, though, still having some conversations there over by the bench.
Well, she's been sitting enough. She just cleaned this thing up and get me back out there.
Sure, she's ready to get back out there. But this Cal team, number of new faces, working to get the chemistry. Key transfers, Lane, Suarez, and Williams. You got Kermili as well, who's out at the moment, but hoping to get her back shortly.
And she's worth the price of admission if she's playing.
Trong takes some contact from Lane, no call. Shot clock at 6. Ejim fires, no. Fight for the rebound, goes out of play. It's called California basketball.
Already 9 offensive rebounds for Gonzaga, and they were close to getting a 10th. But they're only shooting 23%, so there's a lot of opportunities for O-boards.
Gonzaga with the edge in total rebounds as well, 18 to 10, but the offensive rebounds, what's killing Cal at this point? Dead even 9-9 in defensive boards. 5 to go. Here in quarter number 1, it's a steal for Ejim. Final shot. Trong gave it a heave. But there's the first quarter in the books. The California Golden Bears with a 4-point lead over 23rd ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs. Going to have a special segment coming up in quarter number 2. We're going to be joined by Rashonda Gray, 17-13, Cal on top. Welcome back inside a Haas Pavilion. The California Golden Bears with a 17-13 lead over the 23rd ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs. A strong start for the Bears, and we're very excited here on the broadcast to be joined by a former Pac-12 Player of the Year, one of the great all-time California Golden Bears, Rashonda Gray. Appreciate you being here. Now professional hooper as well. We're so excited to have you. What's it like being back on campus?
Thank you for having me. You know, once I set foot on this campus, I felt nothing but love. And it always reminds me of what a great decision I made coming to Cal, because it's always family. No matter how many years ago I played, I'm not going to age myself, but I can always come back and call and talk to them.
So what are you up to besides coming to a Cal basketball game?
Okay, what am I up to? You know, I always got tricks up my sleeve. So right now, I'm currently not playing basketball, taking care of my body. But in the meantime, I'm working on my foundation. And this year, we're coming up on our 5th annual Drive to the Basket event. And Saturday, we have our first event coming up where we have over 250 kids signed up for our free clinic. That's right, 250. That's awesome. That's just the ones that's registered, not the ones that's probably going to show up. You know, people show up late, technology, everybody don't know how to register. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. And then on top of that, I get to host it at my high school. So it's amazing to put all the blood, sweat, and tears on the court and to come back later and talk about it and just give people hope and faith.
Shot by
basket for Suarez.
Okay.
Now, by the way, it's not just a free clinic. There's also a toy drive as well.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about kind of what you're trying to accomplish with that clinic?
Yeah, so every year we always want to do bigger and better. The last 4 years, we've just been adding to it. Last year, we adopted 10 families. So we adopted 10 families and made their Christmas wishes come true. And this year, we have a 2-part. So Saturday will be the clinic and the charity game. That will be an opportunity for us to raise donations and get toys, so that way we can donate it to our actual drive, which is December 16th at Washington Prep High School.
Washington Prep High School in Los Angeles. The name of your foundation is?
No Gray Areas. So we're going to identify all those gray areas, and we're going to help y'all out.
And you majored in social work as well. Yes. And how has that contributed and helped inspire you to start a foundation like this?
So many ways. First and foremost, I would say, like, growing up, I always didn't have the best history and family. That's right. Show some heart. You know, just like Leilani over here, I had to battle all my life, and nothing was really given to me. So I dealt with the system of foster care a lot. And I knew growing up I just wanted to help kids stay with their families and make sure they're being treated the way that they're supposed to be treated. So I decided to major in social welfare because I want to help families and I want to help kids. And not only that, I felt like a nonprofit impacted me a lot. And it gave me so many opportunities that I did not have coming from home. And that inspired me to create No Gray Areas. That's my little sister, KK. It's okay, because she's gonna knock the next one down.
Okay, but tell us about your relationship with Michaela Williams and her family and your journey growing up.
Okay, it's full circle, and I'm gonna tell y'all the short version. So first and foremost, like I talked about nonprofits, it really impacted me. I was fortunate enough to meet my goddad, who is Tyrone, at this nonprofit, and later to finally meet Kayla and her mom as well. And they ended up taking me in when I was 14. Yeah, so they took me in when I was 14 because my mom had 6 other kids to take care of. So they took me in, and I was able to just grow with Kayla. She took me in, welcomed me with open arms, and treated me just like her sister. And I call her my God sister because I really feel like even though you're not blood, God will put people in your family for a reason. And I feel like he knew that I needed somebody like Kayla in my life. And here I am today in full circle.
That's amazing. Now, do you have any influence? And there was a
come on, you gotta capitalize on that, y'all. Capitalize that, y'all. Come on. Yeah!
No, you can get excited as you want, Rashonda. McIntosh now as the Golden Bears get the ball right back. Michaela Williams sinking that last bucket. How about that? Right as her sister is in the booth with us. That's something special.
She's not gonna miss the second one. I told you she's not gonna miss the second one.
And here's the replay. Why don't you talk about it with us?
Look, you reach, I teach, huh? Okay, Lonnie. Wow. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish, huh? Look at that. Wow. Great. That's great basketball right there. Aww. So, look at this picture. Let's talk about the glow-uppers real first and foremost. Let's talk about that. Secondly, like, I think it's amazing, like, she came on my unofficial visits here at Cal, and she also came on my official visits. But she really didn't talk much about basketball or anything like that. Honestly, I think she was here for the snacks because they definitely, let's go, good hustle, yeah. Good job, Lonnie. Good job.
McIntosh just turning up the pressure. She must know that you're here watching front row. Now, you were talking about Williams coming with you. How much do you think you influenced her coming to Cal?
Oh my God. I'm gonna try not to get emotional right now. But like I said, I was taken in to their family when I was 14 years old. So she already knew the history and the things that I experienced. But just to watch me and come and support me and come to my games and watch me just like go through all the obstacles that was just thrown in my way, because she saw me face a lot of things just because of where I grew up at. So I definitely had to be disciplined. But it was great to have her and her family like there for me, because that helped motivate me. And for her to come on an unofficial visit, like I said, and I didn't think anything deep into it. You know, the only thing I was thinking about is like I want to choose a great school and have a great education. But I did not notice the impact, the big impact that I had on her. And during the process, when I found out she was leaving, I was like, dang, I was sad, because it's not good for anybody to transfer. So, but when I heard she had Cal her option, you know how I feel. I was very excited about that. But during her decision making, I tried to stay away from it. Because I'm biased, I'm going to say that up front. Of course I want my sister to go to Cal. Why not? But I just had to be her sister at that time and not a Cal alumni. And I told her, whether either decision you make, I'm going to support you regardless. Good move. I need that footwork.
Yeah,
you have to teach me that.
You got pretty good footwork.
I need that.
One of the things that always impressed me about you as a youngster is that you accepted the challenge to come here and accept one of the premier public institutions in America. Making that decision, what went into that you could accept that challenge and move away from home?
I would definitely have to say just being different. Want to be that change in my community. And it came down to Cal and USC.
Two great choices.
Two great choices, two amazing choices. But I was like, if I go to USC, I'm too close to home. I might get distracted. I need to go somewhere where I'm able to get a great education and where I'm able to just go and grow and just become the person who I am today. And like I said before, coming to Cal was one of my greatest decisions I made in my life, because now today I hear people and kids talking about, I hated college, or I transferred this. I was like, dang, I'm happy I didn't get to experience that, because I really feel like here at Cal, it was always bigger than basketball. Basketball was just your job. Basketball was just your job, but they were more focused on what else can you bring to the table outside of basketball. And yeah.
Well, you were kind of the mayor of Haas and the mayor of Berkeley when you were here, and what an impression you made on so many people. And congratulations on everything you've accomplished and everything that's ahead of you, because there's a lot coming down the road for you.
Thank you.
Shonda, thank you again for joining us here on the broadcast. We got to spotlight some of your career here at Cal. So cool to see and to take that trip down memory lane. Do you remember any of these?
I do remember some of these. Yeah, I remember that one. That was the that was Pac-10 at the time. We were in LA at the Staples Center, and that was a great experience. I remember driving the bus past the Staples Center, and now fast forward to the future, I'm playing in the Staples Center. Like, it's nothing but God is all I have to say. Like, it's a blessing that I cross paths with so many people in my life, and that I'm able to come here. But not only that, my godmom could say she got 2 kids who graduated from Cal. Go Bears.
That's better than that. Good luck with your big fundraiser and the clinic and all you're trying to accomplish.
Thank you. Yeah, so if anybody would like to just follow, continue to just keep up with me and what I got going on in community, if y'all are on social media, y'all can follow us at nga.cares. That is my nonprofit. Oh, sorry, y'all. That's good. That's a good movement. You got to capitalize on that. Oh, it's okay. Way to clean it up. Look who's there to clean it up. That's right. Capitalize. It's okay. You'll get it back.
I have to keep you in the booth. I think you're KK's good luck charm here.
I would love this.
Making some big plays.
But definitely. Yeah. So if y'all like to follow nga.cares, y'all can keep up with everything that's going on.
Awesome. Well, thank you again so much for joining us, and congratulations on all you're accomplishing and have accomplished so far. All right, 25-21 the score here inside of Haas. We'll be back in just a moment.
Thank you, ladies. I appreciate it.
Late here in quarter number 2, the Golden Bears looking to hold on to a lead over the 23rd ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs. Cal this season, 6 newcomers, 4 of them transfers, 2 freshmen. Unfortunately, Astania Drashuni is going to be out for the season, dealing with an Achilles injury. Lulu Twydale has had some nice games, but how about Michaela Williams against her former team? A couple of nice buckets there before that last break. What does she need to do to be effective in this game?
Well, I think she's doing just what she needs to do, is to take open shots. The Cal staff is encouraging her to just keep shooting. We need you to be offensive. We need your confidence to grow, and we've seen that over the course of the season. That it hasn't been going that long.
Something Coach Smith has mentioned about Williams is that she's encouraging her to take more chances, be more confident, because she was on a Gonzaga team that was so loaded with shooters. Oh, great pass. Lane with a finish down low.
The Cal team just has not had that kind of threat down low in a number of years, and the points in the paint are just coming just with more frequency than they have.
Gonzaga now looking to respond, trailing by 6. Little pulls up in the paint, kicks it back out to Trong.
It's the Gonzaga team that had 23 points in the first quarter against Stanford on Sunday.
Trong fires late in the shot clock. Little battling for the rebound. She'll get it. Trong on Twydale, driving. Trong met by Lane. Big defensive play, and then the foul.
Talk about perfect defense. Hold your ground, be straight up and down, and don't try to do too much.
Coming up, Ashley Adamson and Yogi Roth will preview Cal football's matchup against Texas Tech in the Independence Bowl. That's coming up next on the Walt Disney World Resort Halftime. First, though, California looking to finish off a strong first half against Gonzaga. You pointed out how well they were playing and how many points rather they put up against Stanford, but this Cal defense has held strong. Lane reels it in over the top. Lane!
Throughout the preseason, Sharman Smith has told us Lane is going to make a difference. We just need to get her healthy. Stand your ground, make the catch, and she's got people hanging on her. Puts it in, the opportunity for a three-point play.
You pointed out the ability to have that presence in the paint. Cal against St. Mary's had the 44-30 edge in points in the paint. How does that change the entire dynamic of the offense?
Well, you can't just chase around outside. If you decide to bring that double, it's going to start open up shooters. So it turns into a pick your poison, and that hasn't been the case.
Lane there, successful from the free throw line. Little for 3. Misses everything. Suarez gets it.
It is important for Cal to take advantage of these misses, because eventually this Gonzaga team is going to start hitting shots.
There's an unfortunate turnover as McIntosh was trying to find Lane once again. It's worked the last few times. Not that round, though. Gonzaga 0 for 4 of their last shots from the field. Scoring drought of more than 2 minutes. You don't think that's going to last, though?
No, I mean, for the season, they're shooting close to 50%, 40% from three-point range. This is very uncharacteristic for them to shoot just 24% so far in this first half.
Williams there going up against Kaylee Trong. Now here's Maxwell. O'Connor trying to get it. Shot clock at 9. Trong driving. Tough shot. Does draw the foul. Some frustration and boos from the crowd. But it is called a foul on McIntosh.
Third Cal player with 2 personal fouls. And Cal not really deep enough at this point with all the injuries that they've had to handle a lot of foul trouble.
Kaylee Trong makes the first, the graduate student guard. Her and her twin sister, Kaylin and Kaylee. Two of the proficient and prolific guards on this team. Both incredible three-point shooters, shooting well from the free throw line and the floor. Suarez, though, gets the board on that miss. Twydale. Suarez. Back out to McIntosh. Suarez on the drive. Suarez goes up with the left. No. Lane, though, battling for the board, but gets called for a foul.
That would be her second personal foul.
Team foul number 4, but 4 players now with a pair of fouls for Cal.
Still not seeing Martine back on the bench for Cal, so we'll see if she comes back out at halftime.
O'Connor. It's hung up a little bit. Hollingsworth. Back out to Trong. Trong. Maxwell pulls up. No. Maxwell gets the rebound. Maxwell for 3. Got it.
It costs you, and it costs you big time when they get it back to Brenna Maxwell after an offensive rebound. Those are 3 points. Could be big. Martine out of the locker room and back at the scorer's table, checking in.
Nice pass down low. Lane goes up with it, gets the bucket.
Lane's attitude is, you can't stop this.
Isla Lane with 7. Under a minute here in half number 1. Trong. Inside, kicks it back out. From 3, no. Williams the board. Up ahead, out on the break is Twydale. Twydale lays it in.
Now with a run out. The rebound by Williams, just saying, let's go, run with me.
Great job picking her head up. Shot clock off now. Zags looking for the last shot before the halftime break. Trong. Trong to Maxwell. Maxwell. No. Battle for the rebound. Zags another board the shot, and she gets it. Huge triple from Kaylee Trong just before half.
So the last 6 points for Gonzaga. Offensive rebounds, kick out to 3-point shooters. Clock running down. Trong releases it. Big buckets by the Zags.
All right, now we welcome in California Golden Bears head coach Sharman Smith to the broadcast. Coach, your defense held Gonzaga to 26% from the floor and 20% from 3. What do you want to see from them in the second half to maintain defensive efficiency?
Yeah, I mean, what do they have, like 2017 O boards? I mean,
just about,
if we could just box out, this would be a completely different game. I mean, I'm proud of what we're doing. We're fighting, we're battling, but we need more. We got to do more. How about Isla Lane? I mean, we're making some really special plays. We're busting our butt, and we just got to finish it with a box out. Finish it with a box out, we'll be all right.
Sherman, your post game is better than it's been in years. Just talk about the combination of Onya, Suarez, and Lane.
Yeah, I mean, Isla's stepping up big, and you know, Marta has such versatility, right? You got to guard her on the perimeter, you got to guard her on the block. She can pass, and we know Michelle's the X factor. When she shows up, we win ball games. So I'm hoping we'll see more of her in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks so much for the time. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Marta Suarez with 11 points, Isla Lane with 9, Leilani McIntosh with 8 for the California Golden Bears. They have the 34-28 lead. That's our score at the half. Stay tuned for the halftime report presented by Walt Disney World Resort. That's up next after the break.
Welcome to the halftime report presented by Walt Disney World Resorts. It is officially bowl season on the football side of the conference. And for more, we welcome in Yogi Roth to talk about the bowl-bound California Golden Bears who won their final 3 games of the regular season in order to get to a bowl game. Yogs, Justin Wilcox's team will face Texas Tech in the Independence Bowl December 16th. They will also have a new offensive coordinator after Jake Spavital left for Baylor after the season. What are you looking forward to in this one, Yogs?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching Mike Blesh call this game. right? This is an offensive line coach. He's called plays before. He's got a background, of course, that's extensive in the system, what they've done. And what have they done really well this year? They ran the ball. Jaden Ott. You look at the season that he had and specifically how he finished this season when he was healthy. When he was healthy, he's as good as any running back on the West Coast. And here comes Fernando Mendoza. We know his story, third-string quarterback to leader of this team. I call him a de facto captain of this team. He even had votes as a captain in the preseason when he was the third-string quarterback. So I look for them to really be focused in this ballgame. This could be a challenge for this team. But to your point, backs were against the wall. They had to win out. They did exactly that. And the way they finished it, I mean, it was emphatic fashion in their game against UCLA on the road. So huge moment for this program to get that win, be bowl eligible. Now a chance to finish with an above 500 record against a team that has been up and down this season. They've had their injuries as well in Texas Tech, but I expect this to be a very competitive bowl game.
Yeah, it's been amazing. And Justin Wilcox has said it. This is just a determined group, and their backs were up against the wall. They finished out. They won those last 3 games. And it'll be the first time that the Bears are in a bowl game since 2019 when they beat Illinois in the Red Box Bowl. But I think about their freshmen and all the different guys that they had step up this year. But Cade Olave, the freshman defensive player of the year in the Pac-12, he turned it up a different notch down the stretch.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, the Cal Bears, if they had a position that was truly deep coming into the season, it was linebacker. And then just had injuries. Jackson Sermon, of course, being the key one. And Olave didn't skip a beat. I mean, from the moment he got there, he kind of attached himself to Jackson Sermon in the meeting rooms, off the field. And you watch him play, especially coming into his own. I look at the USC game and really every game after that. He was a true difference maker. And I think this is the time, Ash, in the bowl games and the bowl prep where those freshmen that played a lot or the first-year players like Fernando Mendoza, this really becomes their team. This is, again, for a few teams, I think, in this league, I know the rosters will change, but this is really a momentum game for the Cal Bears as they enter into ACC play. Cade Olave, Fernando Mendoza, Jaden Ott. I mean, they are the cornerstones to this program, and I expect them to have a very mature approach heading into this ballgame.
Yeah, looking forward to this one. Seeing Fernando Mendoza lead this team once again. It is Cal and Texas Tech, December 16th. This Pac-12 halftime report is brought to you by Walt Disney World Resorts.
A beautiful night in Berkeley, California for some Pac-12 hoops. It is halftime here inside a Haas Pavilion between the 23rd ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs and the California Golden Bears. We'll take a look at the first half highlights and stats coming up on the other side. The Pac-12 halftime report is brought to you by Walt Disney World Resort. Welcome back to Haas Pavilion. The Gonzaga Bulldogs, 23rd ranked, but they're trailing the California Golden Bears by 6 here at the halftime break. Cal, strong defensively. The only thing Coach Sharman Smith talked about is wanting to clean up the O boards. Mary and Kylan here with you. Appreciate you being with us. What were some of your main takeaways from that first half?
Well, I thought Cal did a great job in so many different areas defensively, but they need to finish plays, and they need to get some rebounds so they can get out in transition. Cal needs to play their best half of basketball in this second half to win this game because Gonzaga is going to come out ready to go.
And we'll have to keep finding Isla Lane down low. She has just been excellent, forcing defenses to collapse. We just talked about how she changes the game. And then if Leilani McIntosh keeps hitting shots, she'll be hard to stop as well.
No doubt, and she is playing so well on both ends of the floor. McIntosh, swing it, corner jumper. Impacts this game defensively, offensively here on the push. Beautiful feed inside, find the open lane. Money, high-low, Lane, the pin. Gonzaga had a really hard time containing Lane. The kick out by McIntosh. Martine with a big shot, and Suarez down low, going to work.
Strong first half there from Cal as we take a look at some of those stats. Cal holding Gonzaga to just 26% from the floor. They average nearly 49% on the season, one of the best shooting teams in the country. And here are the Walt Disney World Resort first half stats. What stands out to you about this, Mary?
Well, certainly the offensive rebound number is huge.
Yeah.
But you look at the field goal percentage for Gonzaga. They took 12 more field goal attempts because of all of those rebounds. Cal is going to have to clean that up. One and done. And continue to make shots. But what team stays out of foul trouble may end up being the team that wins this game.
Second half coming up in just a bit. The California Golden Bears looking to secure their first top 25 win of the season. Cal leads Gonzaga 34-28. Second half just ahead. Second half action just ahead. The California Golden Bears leading Gonzaga 34-28. A couple of different stats that stood out. The Golden Bears just struggling in terms of the rebounding battle, dealing with a 13-2 deficit in offensive boards, and then fouling going to be something to keep an eye on. You just pointed out, Mary, it started to stack up in the first half. Cal with 8 fouls and Gonzaga with 9. Looking at these players, who are going to be the ones that need to step up and figure it out defensively?
Well, I think for Cal, clearly any one of these players goes out and has to sit for an extended period of time. It is highly impactful for Cal, so they need to play clean, and they need to box out and then get down at the other end and look to get some open looks.
Camry Martin there back on the bench and with the group after she went off to the locker room after landing awkwardly on a little bit of contact defensively. We'll see if she's able to get back in the game here in the second half, because you pointed out Cal not super deep right now as they're dealing with a number of injuries. Her presence would have to add a big boost to a bench that's a little bit thin.
But keep in mind as you watch Gonzaga, this is a team that starts 4 grad students and 1 senior. They are as veteran and talented as any team that they have ever put on the floor, and one of the most veteran teams in the country. 6 points down at half is no big deal, and they only down 6, and they shot 26% from the floor. A lot of upside for Gonzaga. Cal has got to come out ready to go.
That experience can certainly show off when you get to the crunch time of the game. When you get down the stretch, having that experience, being able to battle back in games and finish off games can make a difference. Cal still has kind of a new group. They're still learning each other. They've got a mix, yes, of veterans, but new players to this team. Cal with the first possession here in half number 2. Suarez faces up, finds Williams. Williams backs up on Trong, gets the lay-in.
You know, it's almost like football where you know what you're going to run, and they did a beautiful job, but you cannot get beat on a run out off a made shot.
Ejim with a quick response out in transition. It's a steal for Gonzaga. Trong to Trong, trying for the behind the back pass. Trong for 3, got it.
She did not score a point in the first half, and this is a Gonzaga team that was going to come out ablazing.
Zags now trailed by just 3. Couple of quick possessions there for Gonzaga. McIntosh now. Williams. Suarez fires. No. Fighting for the board is Onya. She comes up with it.
An O-board for Cal.
Williams in the corner. O-board's been hard to come by. Just the 4th of the game for the Golden Bears. Williams, shot clock at 6. Williams, step back. Got it. Oh, that was pretty.
Boy, you can feel the confidence. That's a big-time shot.
Against her former team, Williams now with 8 points on 4 of 6 shooting from the floor. Had in 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Ejim, able to keep it. Strong. Maxwell, trying to take on Suarez.
Nice job by Suarez containing her.
Good on-ball defense there. Ejim connects.
Another player who's going to heat up. You cannot give her open mid-range jumpers.
Zags trailing by 3. Martin back in the game. Appears to be moving well.
What a mismatch inside. They could not take advantage of Maxwell on Onya.
McIntosh spinning, misses everything.
I think she was trying to get Onya the ball. Putting the ball on the floor. Too much time for a really good shooter in the mid-range.
Ejim leads all shooters with 12 points, shooting 60% from the floor.
And that's with just 14 minutes. Sat a long time with those 2 personal fouls.
Ejim has it outside. Strong. Maxwell fires, connects.
Go behind the screen. She will make you pay, and Martin knows that better than anybody. We are all tied up.
38 apiece the score now. McIntosh. Martin pulls up. Big bucket for Kimry Martine. 40-38 Golden Bears. Right on cue, though, in transition, Gonzaga with the response.
And that is just unacceptable if you're Sharman Smith. Like, I just need you to sprint back.
That's what she pointed out to us. It's as simple as, how bad do you want it? Are you going to put everything into sprinting back with that transition defense? Zags with a quick response. Suarez. Suarez. High three. Too strong. Ejim the rebound. Strong. Maxwell for three. No. Martine the rebound. Martine up to Williams. McIntosh has it here. 8 points yet to score here early in half number 2. Suarez. Onya trying to body up Ejim inside, but it's going to go the other way. Tough call for Cal.
Yeah, they're going to go 3 seconds.
3-second violation.
You have to have the clock in your head, know where you are, and count it down, and then step out and come back in. That's a turnover.
Onya battling with Ejim, that tough inside matchup. Ejim finds Maxwell from the elbow. Pretty shot.
Gonzaga with the lead. Just beautiful timing from Ejim to Maxwell.
Timeout called by California head coach Sharman Smith. California Golden Bears battling in a back and forth game against the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Zags on top by 2. The Gonzaga Bulldogs on top by 2, and it's been transition that's been the key for the Zags during this third quarter stretch.
Yeah, just pushing tempo off made shots. The made shots by Cal. And you relax a little bit, and Ejim is off to the races, beats everybody down the floor. An easy 2. Jump shot, made. Start coasting back. The push ahead. Layup, beautiful job by Hybens running the floor. So the bigs for Gonzaga running the floor, the guards for Gonzaga finding them in stride for 2.
The Zags now with a 9-6 edge and fast break points, and they're also creeping up on Cal, 16-18 points in the paint. The Golden Bears had a sizable lead at halftime, but some of those high percentage shots coming in transition. Gonzaga with their first lead since the first quarter. Suarez, shot clock at 8. Suarez spinning in traffic. Suarez gets the bucket. California ties it up.
Again, just backs it down into the paint from the perimeter. She's so creative, but determined to find buckets.
Hybens. Surveying there. Maxwell pulls up. Short. Suarez the rebound.
Clean box out by Cal.
Williams. Williams on the drive. In traffic. Almost turns it over. Suarez with it. McIntosh will pull it back out. 9 on the shot clock. Suarez for 3. And it just rattles out. Golden Bears inches away from taking the lead.
Suarez is just so creative, puts the head down and just keeps working, finds an angle. We are all tied up at Haas Pavilion.
5 ties and 5 lead changes so far in this game, and right now in quarter number 3, we're all knotted up at 42 apiece between Cal and Gonzaga. A look now at some of the other scores in non-conference action across the Pac-12. How about second-ranked UCLA getting a dominant so far performance? That game's still in the second half, but head coach Corey Close's side looks very good. Earned that win over perennial powerhouse UConn just a couple weeks ago. Anything stand out to you about some of these scores?
Well, Utah beating St. Joe's in Philadelphia as they head east. And it's a big win. Gianna Neepkins goes down with the lower leg injury, will be out for the season, will be having surgery. So having a great game tonight at St. Joe's, so important. So they get the victory Sunday on ESPN. It will be Utah matching up with #1 South Carolina.
Ejim there comes up with her own rebound and a second O-board. Maxwell's shot won't fall. Suarez pushing. Suarez in the lane. Suarez goes up. No. Stokes now going the other direction.
This game already feels like every possession is key. So you need good looks. Don't let yourself get rushed.
Zags with a couple of O-boards that last possession as well. Stokes on the drive. Ejim. Shot clock at 7. Trong. Comes off the screen, finds Ejim, wide open, got it.
Look, when the shot clock is running down and you've got 2 Trongs on your team, no problem.
Talk about the veteran experience for this Gonzaga group. Suarez. Cal looking to respond now, trailing by 2.
Need to get Lane involved.
Lane on Ejim.
That is
Draws
key.
the contact.
3rd personal foul. Pound it inside. Let Lane go to work. Trong just drags Suarez with her. Opens up Ejim on the baseline. But now that 3rd personal foul, Ejim goes to the bench. That's how big foul trouble is going to play in this ball game.
Ejim to the bench with her 3rd. She has 14 in this game on 7 of 13 shooting from the floor, 7 boards, 1 assist as Lane sinks the first free throw. You pointed out fouling going to be key here down the stretch. How does Cal continue to avoid fouls?
Well, you just have to focus and concentrate, but already 2 starters for Gonzaga on the bench with 3 personal fouls.
44 apiece now the score. Zags with a chance to recapture the lead. Foul called, though. Kaylin Trong was handling it. McIntosh now has her 3rd.
That's right. And McIntosh is a player that you saw that St. Mary's game, 38 minutes a game. They do not play often without Leilani McIntosh on the floor.
McIntosh's on-ball defense also so critical against Kaylin and Kaylee Trong. On the drive here is Hollingsworth. That one rolls out.
She's been quiet, has not scored in this game. 0 for 7 from the floor, 0 for 4 from 3.
That foul is called on Isla Lane, and that's her 3rd. So right as we're talking about foul trouble for bigs, Lane now with 3. How does that impact the game?
Well, it's just all starting to stack up, isn't it? What team can play the longest without starting to foul out really key players?
Liza Hollingsworth buries the 1st.
Averages 10 points a game. That is her 1st point of the ball game.
That's the thing, this Gonzaga team with so many weapons as she sinks the 2nd. 5 Zags averaging double digits in scoring. Hollingsworth the final of the 5, averaging just under 10.5 per game. Zags now with a 2-point lead. Williams. Williams. In the lane, falling away, no. Lane trying to fight for the rebound.
She's got to be careful. You don't want to get your 4th personal foul going over the back. And for me, with Lane on the floor, if she's in foul trouble, get her some touches while she's still on the floor.
Over the top, reeled in, and it does roll in for Hybins.
Boy, what a lift she gives them off the bench.
Zags now on top by 4. Lane to Martine. McIntosh. Martine inside, going up. No. Lane. No on the putback. Trong now going the other way.
Mismatch inside.
Over the top to Hybins. Touched out of bounds. Zags ball.
Boy, Martine battles. Looking high-low. Beautiful pass. Great finish. They tried that on this last play, Martine just got enough of it to force the ball out of bounds.
Hybens with 8, including 1 rebound. She's another one with 2 fouls. Twydale now back in the game, along with Michelle Onya. Trong. She'll bring it back out. Trong. Trong drives baseline, kick out, pull up, short.
Great box out by
rebound.
Onya.
Suarez.
Important possession for Cal. You're down 4. You haven't been down much in this ball game. You need to come down, have a great offensive set, and get a good look at the bucket.
Onya battling Hybens down low.
Yeah, she needs to keep her composure.
Suarez, kick out, extra pass. Twydale from the corner, rolls out. Under a minute to go here in quarter number 3. About a 30-plus second shot clock to game clock differential. Trong. Hybens. Back around to Kaylin Trong. Now Kaylee Trong. Going up against McIntosh. Met with Suarez, a lot of pressure. Able to get it out. Down low to Hybens, was batted away by Michelle Onya. Big defensive play.
Great focus. What a defensive possession that was for Cal.
Huge stop there for the Golden Bears. Now just about a 1 second differential between the shot clock and game clock. McIntosh taking her time. 2. And it falls! Huge bucket by Marta Suarez. California trails by 1.
You're watching McIntosh going, well, what's going to happen? Are you just going to throw up a prayer? And Suarez answers the prayer. First, the block by Onya. Now we're going the other way. Clock is running down. Suarez says, I got this. 1-point game.
Welcome back. Tonight's Eat Clean and Get Results moment is brought to you by Clean Simple Eats. It's none other than a beautiful buzzer beater, from Marta Suarez. 14 points on the game in addition to 6 rebounds. How's she able to do it all?
Well, she's just that talented, and you can feel her confidence and her energy on the floor. That's how she is on the floor, off the floor. And McIntosh just had perfect timing, gave her some margin for error as far as when she wanted to get set for that shot. But what a big bucket. You come into the third quarter up 6. You finish, you're down 1. Great shooting in that third quarter by Gonzaga. They're 8 of 14, 2 of 3 from 3. And so we've got a barn burner here in the 4th.
1-point ball game, 4th quarter underway. Suarez also, no fouls, no turnovers, incredibly efficient.
Cal
Kaylee
trying
Trong.
to upset the number 23 ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs.
Ejim on the drive, driving on Onya. Foul is called.
I mean,
It is called on Michelle Onya.
Ejim's a tough check. You just got to get down in your stance and just try to stay ahead of her, because that quick first step is tough to stay with.
Trong. Onya now with 3, something to keep an eye on. Trong over to Hollingsworth, no. Somehow McIntosh wrestles that one away from Egypt. McIntosh turns it over, though, on the other end, trying to connect with Suarez.
Not good spacing. You can't get that deep and change your mind. Just back yourself back out. You got plenty of time.
For 3, yes! Brenna Maxwell with a big bucket. 4-point lead for the Zags.
Maxwell's middle name is Automatic.
Maxwell so sweet on that catch and shoot 3. 11 points now, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. Pressure, though, for McIntosh. Now here's Suarez. McIntosh calling for the screen. 7 on the shot clock. McIntosh, kick out. Twydale from the corner. Big bucket it for the freshman.
You
One-point game.
get the feeling that she thinks like a freshman. I'm open, I'm shooting it, no problem. She just exudes confidence.
Twydale with that career-high 13 points against St. Mary's. Always looks so cool, calm, and collected. Ejim on Onya. Ejim drives, looking for the reverse lay-in, won't fall, but the foul is called.
And puts the ball on the floor and gets another foul tacked on Onya's total. Maxwell and the release. Comes off the stagger screen, sets it up, receives it beautifully. Kick corner. Oh, how about that by a freshman?
Onya now with 4 fouls. Ejim inside, won't get the roll. McIntosh pushing. Ahead to Suarez, she keeps it in play, tries to just bounce it off Kaylee Trong, but unsuccessful.
Williams motioning to her teammates, let's calm down.
Cal still trailing by 1. Kaylin Trong running the offense. Kaylee Trong. Ejim. Little pump fake. Can't get it from the elbow. Suarez. Pushing.
I like when she turns into her point guard self.
She has so much confidence bringing the ball up. You only see that from a forward like that with her size. Twydale to Suarez. Suarez fires from way downtown. No. Trong gets it back. McIntosh applying a lot of pressure here. Ejim around the horn. Ejim gets it back. What a move. Suarez with the rebound.
Great defense by Onya, not to get the foul, just be vertical.
Cal with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Cal needs to pick up their pace on their offense like we saw in the first half, where they were cutting, moving, the ball was moving, it's getting stuck a little bit.
Twydale, blocked, steal for the Zags. Trong on the dribble. Trong off of Suarez. Touched by McIntosh. A lot of contact, whistle blows. Both teams trying to run down the loose ball. Booing from the crowd there.
Michaela Williams, who played for 4 years at Gonzaga. It's on here at Haas.
Another look at this play. Both teams putting everything they have on the line. California trails by 1. More fourth quarter coming up. Pac-12 women's basketball is brought to you by Columbia, the official apparel partner of the Pac-12. And powered by Sprouts Farmers Market, the official grocer of the Pac-12. The Gonzaga Bulldogs with a 1-point lead here inside of Haas Pavilion over the California Golden Bears midway through quarter number 4. Both teams in a little bit of a scoring drought. 205 for Cal, 236 for Gonzaga. What type of movement do you want to see on offense for California to create some better looks?
I just think we saw great movement in the first half, where they were getting, 5 different touches, 6, 7 different touches in one possession, and that's just not happening at this point, and they need to get back to that.
Easy one inside for Ejim, but it won't fall. Twydale has it. Cal with another chance here to tie or take the lead. Williams, double teamed. Into Suarez. Faces up. Kick out. Twydale from deep, too strong. Lane fighting for the board. Trong pushing. She'll bring it back out. Trong finds Hybens, turnaround, up against Lane, no. Ejim fights for the O-board, gets the foul.
Ejim did all that work early, got herself inside the box out on the weak side and just waited and then pounced on it.
Gonzaga with the 16-4 edge in offensive rebounds.
Watch Ejim's at the bottom. She's boxing out Williams instead of the other way around. And right now, when you add up second chance points and points off turnovers for the Zags, it's plus 10.
First free throw won't fall, though.
The only losses this season for Gonzaga at Washington State in early November. That was a 5-point loss in overtime. Of course, Washington State nationally ranked at 21. And then Louisville, they lost by 11. They were 18th ranked.
McIntosh to Suarez. Twydale looking for Lane. Lane goes right up with it. Draws the contact.
Lane is demanding the basketball. Trong tries to come across and help. She ends up getting a foul, and she has struggled this whole game with foul trouble. That is her fourth.
Lane hits the first free throw, 1-point ball game.
Lane is a big key on the offensive end for Cal, getting her clean touches down low. We saw the damage she could do in that first half.
Has to be careful, though, with 4 fouls as well. She makes the second, tie ball game. Strong bringing it up.
Cal, everything to gain and nothing to lose with this one.
Hybens, handoff. Trong driving on Williams, no! Hybens fighting for the offensive rebound, but the foul is called on Williams.
And you may have blocked that, but the fact that the ref on the baseline just sees you from behind, blocking that shot. Williams with the foul. Lane coming off. She is gimpy and limping a little bit on that right foot.
Lane comes off the floor. Cal with 4 fouls as a team. Strong at the line, and 86.7% free throw shooter sinks the first.
I mean, for Cal, you're under 5 minutes. A win over a nationally ranked team is within your grasp here at home, but you must execute at both ends.
Zags now with a 2-point lead. McIntosh dealing with some full court pressure here. McIntosh. Onya battling Ejim down low.
He's got position.
Suarez driving on Hybens. Before the shot, the foul is called.
When Marta
called for it.
Suarez decides what she's going to do, she is tough to stop.
Suarez with 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists.
And no turnovers.
From 3, Twydale. Big bucket for the freshman. Cal with the 1-point lead.
Off balance.
Big defensive stand here for Cal. Trong gets the switch momentarily. Maxwell from the corner, too strong. Battle for the rebound. Suarez has it. Gets it out. McIntosh pushing. McIntosh finds Williams. What a pass. And the basket. California up 57-54.
Somewhere in this building, Rashonda Gray is screaming for her sister.
Oh, she was fired up for her when she was sitting with us during the second quarter. She's got to be fired up right now because that's a huge basket and a huge turnover forced by Cal. Bodies on the ground. Twydale with the ball. Oh, very, very close call. It is going to be called over and back, even though Leilani McIntosh's feet were over half court.
The 3 ball, as the referees discuss. Williams, mid-range. And Rashonda Gray with the reaction.
Rashonda Gray and head coach Sharman Smith both fired up. An unfortunate call, though, for Cal. There was initially a discussion, but the call will stand. An over and back call as the ball, it looked like, maybe crossed the plane of midcourt, but McIntosh caught it on the other side. Zags now with a chance to tie with a three-point play. Trong. Kaylin Trong. Gets it over to Maxwell to catch and shoot. It's in! And draws the foul. Huge play by Brenna Maxwell.
Came off that screen, shoulder to shoulder, and she knows what to do. Watch her use that screen. She's all ready. The freshman tries to get over the top of it. Yeah. When you got somebody that can shoot like Brenna Maxwell, get her the ball.
Maxwell now with 17 points, 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. Scored a season-high 27 against Stanford. Preseason All-West Coast Conference selection. Her free throw gives the Zags a 1-point lead. Twydale gets it back. Twydale for three. Got it! California regains the lead.
It's just like, why don't you talk about me like that?
Freshman sure ain't playing like a freshman. Trong to Ejim. Maxwell on the dribble. Trong, shot clock at 7. Driving baseline to Ejim, gets the lay-in. Tie ball game, 60-60.
Just veterans know each other, where they are, what to do with it.
2.5 to go. California within reaching distance of their first top 25 win of the season, first since February of last year. McIntosh trying to find Onya. Foul called there.
Sharman Smith's like, really, we're going to call that? We're about to get a layup on the pick and roll.
That foul is called on Kaylin Trong, and that's going to be her 5th. Kaylin Trong exiting the game.
Has been in foul trouble this entire ball game.
Kaylin Trong just 3 points. Twydale for 3, no. Oh, what a rebound by Williams. Big second chance here for Cal. McIntosh to Williams. Suarez. Nice fake. Suarez spinning. Touched away. Williams able to regain possession. But the shot clock does expire. Shot clock violation for Cal.
So it's these critical mistakes and over and back. Shot clock violation. These are precious possessions against the 23 ranked team in the country that on Sunday beat number 3 Stanford at home.
Cal with 11 turnovers, Gonzaga with 6. They're top 20 in the country in assist to turnover ratio and assists. Because of the way they can handle the basketball, this veteran group for the Zags, so good when it comes to their decision making, all tied up here at 60 apiece with under 2 to go.
But how about the play of this freshman? 11 points, 3 of 6 from distance, from Australia. Corner, give it to me. Bottoms up, one more time. It looks off balance. It doesn't feel off balance on the little fade, little flare. Oh yeah.
Twydale came into this matchup shooting just under 29% from beyond the arc, but she's been heating up. Big performance against St. Mary's and a couple of big baskets here late in the 4th quarter from a freshman.
Well, just in the 4th quarter, she is 3 of 5 from distance.
Just incredible stuff. Now a big possession here with this game tied up at 60 apiece. Cal needs a stop. Zags looking for the bucket. Ejim. Foul called.
Onya.
Off ball on Michelle Onya. That's Michelle Onya's 5th foul. Huge blow here for Cal, keeping their bigs in the game, something important. for the Golden Bears. Coach Sharman Smith, though, calling for a conversation with our officiating crew. Tiffany Bird leading the officials, joined by Mark Merritt and Kimberly Hobbs.
Lane will check back in. Lane's got 4 fouls as well.
This is where those fouls can start to catch up with you late in the game. Williams, Twydale, Suarez, Lane out on the floor alongside Leilani McIntosh. 1:45 to go, 60-60 the score.
Well, the goal for Cal, you can't give away free buckets. You can't give away free throws, open looks. Make the Zags hit tough shots. One and done.
Zags were shooting just 20% from 3, around 26% from the floor at the halftime break. They brought those numbers up, 33 and 30 now from the floor and beyond the arc. Now they get a 1-point lead on the free throw.
Stokes, the redshirt sophomore from Redondo Beach, California.
Stokes too strong on the second free throw. Lane battling for that rebound. Stokes with 3 points, 7 boards on the game. McIntosh on the drive, draws the contact on the floor.
If you're in the WNBA, that's good with a +1. Instead, it's going to be possession.
Cal with 6 fouls as a team, the Zags with 4. So not quite in the bonus just yet are the Golden Bears. Almost a critical turnover. Cal gets it back.
Felt like more than almost. It was really close. Shot clock.
Shot clock at 7. Down to 5. McIntosh just before it expires. What a bucket! Leilani McIntosh gives Cal the 2-point lead. Driving is Stokes, and she has the response. Tie ball game, 1 minute to go.
How about that explosion by the redshirt sophomore? Not deferring to a grad, not deferring to a senior. Shot clock running down, and McIntosh hits a huge 3-ball. Gonzaga comes right back. The freshman, late help rotation. Lane can't afford a foul. An easy 2 and a quick 2 by the Zags.
63-63 the score. California has the ball. What are they running here?
Well, I think you're looking for Lane. You'll take Twydale with a Dale with a 3. McIntosh on penetration and a dish. Suarez, I mean, they've got options, and that's what's different about this Cal team. You're just not all focused on getting one player open. Everybody can make a shot.
5 players for Cal scoring in double digits in this game. McIntosh 11, Suarez 14, Twydale 11, Williams with 10, Lane with 13. Spreading the love offensively. It's worked so far.
The Zags extend some token pressure.
McIntosh bringing it up on Little. McIntosh draws the foul.
15 foul.
15 foul, huge. Now both teams in the bonus.
And I love, hey, if your big comes out, just create some contact and create that foul. Very heads-up job by McIntosh.
McIntosh showing that veteran leadership. Been a regular in the starting lineup since she's been on campus. Now goes to the line with a huge opportunity. Gives Cal the 1-point lead.
And sometimes it can almost get too quiet.
A little bit of an eerie feeling here in Haas. The crowd's been getting into it late, but silence for McIntosh's first shot.
You can see the double-double, 12 points, 10 assists.
McIntosh gives Cal the 2-point lead. Timeout called by head coach Lisa Fortier for the Zags, trying to figure out how they can respond. Heads up play, though, by Leilani McIntosh, and a couple of free throws gives her the 2-point lead. McIntosh 10 assists, 13 points.
Gonzaga, no timeouts. Cal in great shape as far as that goes.
Last time out for the Bulldogs, called by Coach Fortier. Cal shooting 45% from the floor, 35% from three, 14 of 16 from the line.
The simple math, when you look at the scores, don't give up a three. Do not let Brenna Maxwell come off a stagger or a down screen or any kind of screen, a flare screen, and get an open look. You cannot afford an open look for Maxwell. That is like job one. You'll give up a two, tie game, we get possession, but don't give up a three.
Maxwell leading all scorers with 18 points, 5 of 9 from beyond the arc.
And how much tougher it is to just try to game what you want to do defensively for these Bears, because they've got different options. They can post people up, they can pick and roll, pick and pop, put it on the floor.
Rashonda Gray in the house, fired up for this California team, with the opportunity to close out a massive top 25 win here with 52 seconds to go. First, it starts with a defensive stop. Maxwell on the inbound. Trong. To Ejim. Trying to find Maxwell off that screen. Ejim. Shot won't fall. Chaos under the basket. California basketball. They're going to take another look at that one. Initially called California basketball by Mark Merritt down there on the baseline.
And they were running that set to try to get Maxwell an open look. It was not there. Good decision not to get her the ball. Shot. Miss. Did the Gonzaga player touch it? Hollingsworth as it was going out of bounds.
Call under review at the moment, and a huge call to be made.
Certainly is.
Cal with a 2-point lead. If they get the ball back, the chance to extend the lead with 36 to go.
Different angle. The miss. Clearly off of Cal at this point. It looks like her fingertip touched it with the right hand. This angle's a lot tougher to see it. The reaction afterwards when she falls to the floor almost feels like she knew she touched it, but you can't go by that.
Going to be a very, very close call.
And it's tough for both coaches, because right now you're trying to prepare your teams for both eventualities. Remember, Gonzaga does not have another timeout. Left hand reaches, right hand reaches. With the first look, you can see that the right hand does not touch it.
Both hands outstretched. Now, if you're in one of these huddles, what's the message when you don't know what the decision's going to be?
Well, you've got to be prepared for both.
Cal players being called back to the bench. Zags looking for their second consecutive win over a Pac-12 opponent. California on the brink of their first top 25 win of the season, first since they beat USC in February of this year.
For Cal, they have the flexibility of timeouts. So if it's defensive, if they're on defense, they're going to talk about that. But if it's offense, they can take a timeout and they can figure out what they want to do. But for Cal right now, it is all about defense.
Gonzaga basketball is the call. Determined that Hollingsworth did not, in fact, touch it with those two outstretched hands.
Yeah, pretty tough to change that call based on those replays.
Initial call on the floor, reversed. Zags with the ball on the baseline. 37 to go. Trong on the inbounds. Finds Ejim. Trong. Trong on the dribble, pulls up.
Great
Got
decision. Take what the defense gives you. Cal, cover and corner shooter. No way they can get it to Maxwell. It's your grad student coming off. Comes off that screen. Lane doesn't hold the hedge. She's got a step and a half. Just elevate, knock it down. Maxwell's like, yeah, that's exactly what we needed.
65-65, 31 to go. California going into that play with 3 timeouts, while Gonzaga has none. Kaylee Trong, the graduate student guard out of Houston, Texas, has averaged at least 1 steal per game every season and then shoots lights out nearly 44% from the floor and 39 plus from beyond the arc.
Sunday, you beat Stanford by a big score at home in front of 6,000 just fans that are going crazy. You take it on the road, and Cal giving the 23-ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs everything tonight. What a ball game.
So much back and forth here, especially in the second half. 11 times this game has been tied, 10 lead changes, most of them coming in the second half because Cal led steadily throughout the first half from early in the first quarter. Go time here with 31 to go. Tie ball game.
Most important thing for Cal, possession. You can't turn it over. You got to spread the floor, use your screens well, and make good decisions.
Twydale staying in. Williams, Suarez, Lane, McIntosh. McIntosh. Under a second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
You want to win or go to overtime if you're the Cal Bears.
McIntosh wants the last shot. Wearing down some clock. 6 to go. 4 to go. McIntosh almost stripped, tries to put it up. No! Golden Bears calling for the foul as time expired. Or is it a jump ball? Jump ball indicated by the officiating crew. 0.5 to go. Possession arrow goes to Cal.
Game clock, lower right. Lots of congestion for McIntosh. Lane was there, but she just could not get her the ball. The reach, the disruption by Trong.
Some booing here inside of Haas, as some might have thought Hollingsworth made some contact. Officials talking it over, but 0.5, not much time left. What do you go to here?
Ball can't touch the floor. You got to go towards the rim and just do your best to get it up.
California with a chance for a buzzer beater or forcing overtime. 0.5 to go. California is a couple more tune-ups ahead in the non-conference play before they meet another ranked team in Stanford coming up on December 29th to open up Pac-12 play. Boy, this is a good test, though, in the non-conference slate.
But it's a great test. But with that much time in an end-of-game situation that you practice every single day, Cal, you just want to come away with a shot.
McIntosh wasn't quite able to get it up there on that last possession. Clock is going to stay at 0.5 after a review from the officiating crew. So Cal with the ball on the baseline, 0.5 to go.
Boy, this is where you wanted to have Onya able to play.
Over the top to Williams, batted away. Time expires. Overtime coming here at Haas. 65-65 the score. We'll step aside for a quick break before overtime. Extra basketball coming here inside of Haas between Cal and Gonzaga. A barn burner inside of Haas. This is the Paycor overtime. California and 23rd ranked Gonzaga going toe-to-toe, 65-65 the score as we head to OT. What were some of your main takeaways from that second half?
Well, I thought Cal did a nice job competing and getting themselves into overtime because it looked like this Zag team was kind of heating up and taking control of the ball game. It's a Gonzaga team that has played in an overtime game. We mentioned it earlier. They lost at Washington State by 5 in overtime on November 9th, which at this point feels like many months ago.
77-72 the score, way back early on in the season. California with their first overtime contest of the season, and a good test for a group that's learning each other to be under this kind of pressure. Coach Smith mentioned it was a good learning experience for them against St. Mary's to deal with a lot of the press, the unique style of defense they have. Now this is a test. How are you going to show up and perform in an overtime situation?
Leilani McIntosh has played 40 minutes. Michaela Williams has played 40 minutes. Marta Suarez has played 38 minutes. How much gas is left in the tank of these Cal Bears?
Lane staying on the floor. Speaking of conditioning, first possession goes to the Zags. Kaylee Trong, her twin Kaylin Trong, fouled out in regulation. Maxwell. Ejim. Trong.
Well, they had the high low.
9 on the shot clock. 7 on the shot clock. 4 on the shot clock. From the corner. Got it! Right as the shot clock expires.
You roll the dice on all that trapping up top, and it left shooter open in the corner.
McIntosh on the drive. McIntosh, no. Zags the board. McIntosh now on Trong. Trong brings it back out.
Big defensive possession for Cal.
Trong inside, kicks it out. Stokes gets it back to her. Maxwell trying to connect on the trap, out of play. Big turnover for the Zags.
The biggest lead of the night, 4 for Gonzaga. You can see all those Cal Bears, the late response by Twydale out to that corner shooter.
Gonzaga just their 7th turnover of the game. McIntosh. Suarez. Spinning, Suarez goes up. Oh, what a move! Tries to reel in her offensive rebound. Jump ball called. However, there is... looks like it will be called Cal basketball.
Suarez did everything on this play except make the shot. Great job spinning back to the baseline side. Can't get it to go. Call a tie-up. Oh, they're close to a 5-second call there.
Suarez trying to go up on Ejim.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul called. Just Suarez's first foul of the game, which is good news for Cal, with Lane with 4 and Michelle Onya, one of their other post players, fouled out.
How about the job Ejim's done staying out of foul trouble after the tough early fouls?
Pass to Maxwell. Rattles out. O-board reeled in by Stokes. Another chance here for the Zags.
Hollingsworth was so open. Couldn't find her.
Lane hedging on the screen there. 3 won't fall. Twydale ahead to Suarez. Suarez on Trong, spinning. Suarez gets the lay-in. 1-point game.
Her body control with a guard in front of her, remarkable.
Suarez now is 16.
With 10 rebounds.
Double-double for Marta Suarez. Ejim over to Maxwell. Maxwell on the dribble from just outside the arc. Too strong, rattling. Out of play. Cal basketball.
Suarez looks up, gonna take a charge. I'm just gonna spin off you, use you like a lamppost, and get to the bucket.
Suarez leading Cal with 16 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and a pair of double-doubles before that St. Mary's game. Twydale. No.
God, they had Lane pinned inside with a mismatch, and they don't get her the touch.
Almost a miscommunication here. Stokes catches it. Hollingsworth. McIntosh going toe-to-toe with Trong.
She did.
Hard challenge there by Twydale on the ground. Zags have it. Oh, what a pass, and the finish there by Hollingsworth.
Broken play turned into 3-on-3 basketball.
Zags up 3. McIntosh in the lane. Little miscue though. Turnover for Cal. Williams frustrated.
Hollingsworth has struggled to shoot the ball. You can see the mayhem, but just a beautiful job. Backdoor cut, just a heads-up play.
Hollingsworth with 4 points, struggling 1 of 11 from the floor.
But she kept working, right? Like, her defense takes her a little higher, tries to deny her, because she is a great three-point shooter, just takes it, shows some target. Beautiful job of finding the ball.
Hollingsworth, a graduate student, has that experience, can fight through the struggles, still found a way to impact the game. Cal now trailing by 3 here in overtime, just under 1:30. They've just shown so much fight throughout this game. Just looking at how many times the lead has changed, 11 lead changes, 11 ties. Now they're still just so close to finishing off a top 25 matchup. I hate to bring up last season, but 9 times against top 25 teams in the fourth quarter, they had leads or it was single digits. It was just a matter of finishing. How does this Cal team finish this off?
Well, I think they're trying to learn how to do that because they have so many new players and so many impact players injured and not playing in this ball game. This Cal team, how good they are right now, think about it, in a week or 2 or 3 or in a month. Vastly improved from a year ago.
Cal with just 7 players rather available at this point because Michelle Onya has fouled out. So just such a thin bench. Multiple players on this team going 40-plus minutes. Williams, Suarez, McIntosh going to have to really dig deep for everything they have. Whereas Gonzaga 9 deep at the moment after Kaylin Trong fouled out.
Well, from Gonzaga, it's like you have this huge win. You beat number 3, you're throwing ice water on your coach in the locker room, and you have to turn around, go on the road, and do it again. And that is when you're trying to become an NCAA team and you're trying to be a top 25 team, a top 15 team. Every single game, you got to come out and bring your best. And that's the level Cal's trying to reach.
How emotionally draining can it be to go from the big win to being in such a tight game like this on the road, back and forth?
I don't think Gonzaga gets emotional. I just don't think that's part of their makeup. I think they're built for this. This is who they are. And this is who Cal is trying to become.
Trong now with the ball in play. Zags looking to extend their lead. Trong on Williams. Williams still battling. Forced to switch. Ejim inside. Got Martine on the matchup in a big basket. Zags lead by 5.
The biggest lead of the game for Gonzaga, and you're exactly right. That's what they wanted. The ISO, the mismatch.
Williams, crafty move, goes up with it.
And they called the travel.
Looked like a travel. Was the call. Oh, what a turnover for Cal.
No reason to be in a hurry for the Zags.
45 to go. 23-second differential between the game clock and shot clock. Zags up by 5. Foul called. Williams called for the contact on Trong. Williams, one of the players with a couple fouls to give, just her second. However, Trong will go to the line.
And that's another game experience together. If you're going to foul, foul early. Time is not your friend if you're the Bears.
Too much time ticked off the clock there before Williams committed that foul. Trong sinks it.
This overtime has been all Gonzaga.
Trong, nearly a 87% free throw shooter, sinks both. 7-point lead here. Timeout called by California head coach Sharman Smith. Her team trailing by 7 with 37 seconds to go. What can they do here to get a quick bucket?
Well, they just have to come down and be in a hurry and go quick hit and then get right at it and foul and hope that this is a Gonzaga team that starts missing free throws. But what you're seeing is the experience flex by Gonzaga. Been there, done that. Played at Washington State against a really good, experienced team in Washington State. We all know what the Cougs did a year ago and the kind of players that they have and the coaching staff. And the Zags lose that ball game. So second overtime game of the year. And they're doing it with you know, a primetime player having fouled out as well.
They took that overtime loss to Washington State, learned from it, have delivered here. What's been the key for the Zags in this overtime period?
It's just been steady, you know, making free throws, good stops.
37 to go. Twydale for 3, no. Long rebound, reined in by Little. Foul called immediately as Cal needed to. That one's on McIntosh.
But you just go back to those at the end of the first half, the offensive rebounds and the two quick threes by Gonzaga, the couple of runouts. So you start adding up those points and you're like, if we just had those points back. And that's one of the things that when you look at film and you talk, it's all about the details. It's when you get down to that nitty-gritty, and it might be in the first half, it might be in the third quarter, the fourth quarter, but it all adds up.
You also pointed out some of the Cal turnovers being some of the details they need to clean up. 14 turnovers led to 20 points off turnovers for the Zags. McIntosh. 24 to go. Suarez fires from deep, pretty corner 3. 6-point game, just under 21 remaining.
Keep battling. Corner, get control of it, keep your pivot foot, elevate. I mean, think about all the things that Marta Suarez had to do right there to just score quickly. Keep your composure, look at the bucket, gain control, and elevate and knock down a shot.
Suarez now with 19, 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. Still not even touching her season high, which was 27 points against Auburn thanks to 5 made threes, but just so impressive the way she can score from the inside out. She's so comfortable dribbling the basketball. It just doesn't seem like she has a weakness.
Yep, just needs to continue to work on her conditioning, work on getting to know her teammates. Yeah, the sky is really the limit at this point.
Cal looking for a quick foul. Martine all over Ejim. Whistle blows. Martine's third. So the Zags will go to the line. Ejim here.
And you look at Ejim, the early foul trouble, certainly not one of her best games ever, but still 19 points, 9 rebounds.
Ejim sinks the first free throw. A 27-point, 12-rebound performance in the upset against Stanford. Has another 20-point game here. McIntosh to Williams, fires from NBA range. Won't fall, touched out of bounds. They're going to take another look at who that touched off of last. Tiffany Bird, Mark Merritt, Kimberly Hobbs, the officiating crew going to examine that one more time.
And we knew that this Gonzaga team was going to catch fire offensively. I mean, 28 first half points. And since then, they have just shot the ball so much better, 48% in the second half. Knocked down some threes, got to the free throw line, efficient there. Tough angle to really call it off that one.
Another thing Coach Smith mentioned is that she wants her team to push the pace, be able to run teams out of the gym, but they were going up against another team that's really good in transition. How do you feel like Cal handled the pace of this game?
Well, I think they handled it well, but when you have McIntosh playing 45 minutes, Michaela Williams playing 45 minutes, Suarez playing 43 minutes, I mean, very little rest, and they have pushed through to their best of their ability. But Onya's foul trouble really starts adding up because you don't have her out there to kind of help Suarez just catch a blow. But 2 double-doubles in this game for Cal. McIntosh points and assists. Suarez points and rebounds.
Big performance here from Leilani McIntosh.
But you think about what Kramili's going to add when she comes back. Mia Mastroff was playing great. 20 minutes a ball game, giving you terrific defense, very solid offense. Claudia Longarita, with 6'4" at her length, what she can do on the floor.
A lot of positives to take away for Cal because they are still not even close to being at full strength. Mastroff was averaging 6 points, 2 boards, 1.5 steals per game. You pointed out the defensive effort. They still got her to add, along with Kramili and Williams. Quick foul there down on the inbounds on the baseline.
So this will be a deflating loss for Cal, but an encouraging loss for Cal as well, of how far they've come, but just how much upside they have.
Cal still in the full court press. 4 to go. Ball up ahead, Zags able to break the press, and there's the final buzzer. The Gonzaga Bulldogs victorious here at Haas Pavilion in overtime. 78-70, the final score. The Golden Bears with a lot of positives to take away. They fought till the very end, just couldn't quite finish the game. What do you take from this moving forward?
Well, for Cal, I think you're very encouraged. You fought tooth and nail with the 23rd ranked team in the country that blew Stanford out on Sunday. So you feel good about that. You're going to see Stanford in a couple of weeks, but get ready for the next stop. Cal, the journey continues.
Cal will face Nevada back here at Haas on Saturday. They fall to 7-2 rather on the season. The Bulldogs improved to 9-2. That'll do it for us here from Haas Pavilion. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Pac-12 Network. The final after overtime, Gonzaga 78-70 on top. For Mary Murphy, I'm Kylan Mills. Have a fantastic night.